Hey. Hey, thanks for watching the video or clicking, whatever. This is a intuitive look on how I feel, where I say the most inflammatory things that I think are true and without proof. So if you want to watch, please keep watching. Oh, God. And now we have Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is fired, or he got canceled from his ABC show. Disney canceled him, whatever. Yeah, he was gonna get let go. Like, that was gonna happen really soon anyway. He was gonna be let go. The show is not the greatest. I mean, it's time for a new head to be there, yada, yada, yada. They probably said something like, hey, Jimmy, we're gonna have to let you go because of this. And, you know, they would much rather make it a spectacle of left and right. Now, I would believe it if he said something about Israel. If he said something about Israel, then I would say, oh yeah, they probably let him go because of that. He said something about the right. So what? So what? So what? He said something about the right. Okay. And then the right says something about the left. Do you see what I'm getting at? They fire him because he says something about the right, quote unquote. You know, he made remarks that were inaccurate, so to say. But were they inaccurate? That's up for debate, but it doesn't really matter because the right pundits, such as, you know, Dave Rubin and all the rest, they're going to eat it up. And they're going to say, oh, Jimmy Kimmel got fired because he attacked the right. And it's not really an attack. And to be honest, I think he was going to be let go anyway. Like I said, nobody's using their fucking thinking caps, being critical thinking, having critical thinking skills. Look at Jimmy Kimmel's face. He looks tired. He looks like he's tired of doing that job. He probably said something even last year, hey, I want to put like my 2 weeks in or something. And they're like, well, we're going to use you at some point. So just stick around for the next year until we find another pundit for the left so that they can play off the right and the left and do this whole stupid shabam bam boom. And you might say, oh, well, Trump probably had a hand in firing him. I'm telling you right now, Trump has no power, okay? He has no power over this country. Not even in the media. I mean, he might have some pull, but he has no power. Right now, who has power in this country? The fake Star of David people. They have the power. That principality has the power. Okay? So, like I said, Jimmy Kimmel getting fired or Jimmy Kimmel getting canceled for his remarks about the right in this Kirk shooting situation probably had nothing to do with his remarks and everything to do with timing and using his cancellation to play off the right and do this again back and forth with the right and the left. And while everyone's doing that, the principality that is so debaucherous can just kind of like do more of its shadow shit. But that's why I'm here to tell you. I got to remind you guys, because you have slow attention spans or something. You have a slow attention span or something. I have to remind you, like, this is not about the left and the right. This is about a principality that is basically running a shadow government of our bureaucracy and our democracy. Get it together. Yeah, they do. It does look like they usually serve like the show hosts of late night shows. The best ones, the better ones, they go to about like 150 shows or so. Jimmy Kimmel just passed 150 shows. Just passed 150 shows. He's done. He wanted to retire. It's too convenient. Hello, Earth to people in the fucking head of yours. Like, wake up. Jimmy Kimmel was done. He was done. He had been out there. He had been doing his show for like 20 years. He was already done. What I'm saying to you is things like this don't happen. Like, they don't put on a mass production like this. Unless, Trump has been getting really fucking sloppy lately. Maybe it's his age. Maybe it's the fucking fat going to his brain. I don't know, okay? About that regard. But what I do know, or what it seems like, is they're not going to make a plan, okay, without discussing it with higher echelon before they do it. Like, they're not going to kill each other unless they know they get the sanction or the consent from a higher authority within their echelon, within their group. Like, Elon Musk can't just kill Donald Trump without the principality behind Donald Trump backing Elon Musk. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Jimmy Kimmel, that's why I said Jimmy Kimmel, this show, he was planning on retiring anyway. He was tired of the show. He had been doing it for 20 fucking years. Over 20 years. He was tired. How long do show hosts run for? Like 10 to 20 years, right? Okay. He's over it. And then it was convenient to just kind of say, okay, we're going to do this thing. And their idea was, it was going to be like a right versus left again. Like, they were going to do this whole, like, maybe Trump thought in his, like I said, Trump has been not able to really gauge where he's at and where he falls in all of this. Okay? He's overplaying his hand every time, and he's getting really sloppy with the Kirk situation, which I suspect he had every bit of involvement with that assassination. He had every bit of involvement with that. That was his team that fucking did that shit. Sanctioned by the principality behind him. The fake-ass Star of David people, principality. So they said, okay, well, if we do like this massive thing where it's like, oh, Trump is going to say this thing and Jimmy Kimmel is going to get fired, and then the left will be against the right, and then we'll play off this. They're not able to like really gauge the situation. No one is playing that off. No, they didn't even think that or should I say, Donald Trump has been overplaying his hand, and he thought that his MAGA will come for him in spite of free speech. That's what he thought. He thinks you're stupid. And do you blame him? They got away with JFK. They got away with so much other shit. Planes flying into buildings. They got away with so much shit. So they think like, obviously, like, oh, these fucking idiots, they're just gonna be, it's easy. The gag is, like I said, MAGA is like, oh, no, I'm not okay with this. Like I said, Trump is overplaying his hand. He don't have the chops to really carry the fact that he's anything, really. So, how I'm seeing it is Trump said, to his principality, oh, I got a plan. Don't worry. Let me tell you. I got a plan. I have a plan. I'm going to just make ABC, which I run. They love me. I'm going to tell ABC that they need to fire Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Kimmel is going to be in on it. He's part of the principality too. He has a yarmulke in his fucking back pocket, and Jimmy Kimmel was like, okay, that's fine, because he's planning on retiring anyway. And he gets to look like some kind of pundit for the left, which he's always been. So it did nothing for Jimmy Kimmel to just be like, oh, that's okay. Yeah, to say that he was going to be a part of this plot that I'm suspecting is a plot again. Because they don't stop, and they can't stop right now because they have a fucking problem, okay? They're straight up demons. But anyways, I said what I said, okay? And that's what it is. Trump is like, oh, well, he's like, he said that his MAGA constituents are going to just support him no matter what because they're a cult of dumbasses. In spite of your free speech. And now he's gagging even more. He's gagging. Kash Patel, who is his personal little lackey, colluded to make what the fuck was the transcripts of the text messages and then not to mention also, can we talk about it really quick? I gotta make maybe another video about this, but how the fuck did somebody who does not have military training, right? He just went hunting with his family in the Midwest for deer and shit, is able to hit a direct shot that instantly kills through the neck 200 yards away, 2 football fields away. You mean to tell me he was able to hit that shot? Oh, by the way, with a seasoned rifle. He said he got the rifle from his grandfather, right? The rifle must be used like thousands of times, right? Okay, maybe not thousands, hundreds, right? Dozens even. Even if that's the case, it's a seasoned gun. Anybody fire like a seasoned rifle? I have. The seasoned rifle, I kind of like it because it like shreds through flesh and it shreds through bark and it shreds the target that you're trying to aim. That bullet wound that Kirk had, it went straight through. It didn't shred him. Do you see what I'm saying? From that distance, the bullet would be so unwavering. First of all, if he was able to even land that shot, the bullet would be so unwavering that it would have took off his jaw too. Do you see what I'm saying? From that distance, 200 yards, no, it's not adding up. He's sloppy. Trump is so fucking sloppy. And you almost got to wonder, he's so sloppy that, like, does he want to be caught does he want to get outed? Like, does he want to be caught, one? And two, does he want his principality to, like, off him? Because he's so sloppy. He's saying that he's going to get this done and do this. His cabinet don't want him there. The Mossad is sick of him. The only reason why the Mossad is not doing a thing to Trump at the moment is because Trump still, first of all, the principality has no discernment or intuition either, and they cannot see that Trump is full of shit because they always saw Trump as a lackey and a piece of shit and something beneath their boot. So when Trump is kissing their ass and saying, oh, I can deliver, I can do this, just don't worry, let me tell you, it just seemed like the same old spiel that Trump does. So they were like, okay, handle it, Trump, whatever. Get back to us. And he failed. Sloppily failed.